The rookie Terrell Davis starts at the tailback spot. Elway to throw on first down. Bernstein, good block. They go deep for Sharp. Shannon Sharp beat the linebacker, and it's a huge gain to the 6. 3rd and 5, McCaffrey near side. Marlon Kerner has him. Buffalo, Elway back. They'll run it. Being chased, has the first plus.
Those aren't 35-year-old legs. I'm sorry.
I've encountered in the NFL, and he stubborn streak. Elway, McCaffrey. Oh boy! With Jeff Burris in his chest. Ed McCaffrey makes the grab, but the flag is down.
A personal foul, roughing the quarterback.
Cowboy 11, the first serious drive for Mike Shanahan's Broncos today. 5 first downs on this drive. They've had 2 prior the whole game. Elway, play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Anthony Miller. Miller, playing in his first game of the season, has the first score, but it may be a costly play as a Bronco is down.
Kid for a guy like Elway who runs, takes a shot, and picks up the first down, and it's all called back.
Now they roll the cut to give Elway time. Wide open is Miller. That's going to be a touchdown for the Denver Broncos. 59 yards.
What they did on this play here, Haley, they go away from Haley. They double team him with Zimmerman and with Terrell Davis on the left-hand side, and Elway rolls back to his right. And this
a big blocking play. 2nd and 3. And on the fake reverse, Elway keeps it, and he has a man wide open downfield, and the pass caught by Rod Bernstein. He beat the linebacker Harvey downfield. And a big gain for the Broncos there.
Guy never throws a duck. It's always a spiral.
2nd and goal at the 8. Evans in motion. Up the middle to Terrell Davis. Touchdown, Denver. So many options for John Elway. And that time he found Davis with his first NFL touchdown as a receiver. They've been there.
Yeah, the other thing that has to be said is, see, the Redskins are not good enough to waste scoring opportunities. You know, they come down, they miss the field goal in the first drive, and really they miss an opportunity for a touchdown. And
that was Al Jury, the back judge. First down Broncos on the 32. Davis in motion. Elway pumps once. Still looking.
Got a lot of room to run.
Flag is down. Penalty marker down as Elway runs and gets into Redskin territory before Ken Harvey trips him up, and a gain of 23, but they may bring it back.
And he's hot.
6 seconds on the clock. It'll be 4th down and 10.
Either throw to the end zone, you let everything happen in front of you. They won't be able to stop the clock.
And hope for an interference call.
Let him throw underneath.
Elway firing to Smith. And the Broncos win it.
What a throw! What a catch!
Rod Smith forced into the game with injuries to the Broncos receivers with a miracle catch, beating Darrell Green and Stanley Richard for the winning points. And the Denver Broncos have won a thriller here at Mile High. John Elway thread the needle.
What a great play by John Elway with the arm. I mean, this is just all poised. You got nothing to lose. You have to throw to the end zone. And then to let this receiver get back to your safety, you can't do that. I mean, that is just completely wrong. Let him down, stay with him. Darrell Green on him. Look at this play. Watch Smith. Look at this. Unbelievable. That's a great football play.
And John Elway's reaction, and we talked about his comebacks and late game surges in the past. 43 yards for the touchdown. to Rod Smith, who makes his first catch of the year. One for the memory books.
Second and 9, 23-3 Denver. Patriots threaten the blitz. They're coming. Elway. Has a man open. Here goes Anthony Miller. He gets a block from Shannon Sharp. No flags. Touchdown.
They have come out of their offensive doldrums. They are playing loosely, just like Elway talked about last night. And that's the second time. Then the West Coast offense, remember the run after the catch. And they've run with the ball after the catch.
Second and goal. Kramer is taking behind Elway. Play action into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Shannon Sharp.
He should be smiling. He should be smiling. Strong guy, strong hands.
And this one goes to 37-3.
For Shannon Sharp, it starts with his release. Even when you try to jam him, he finds a way to get off the line of scrimmage. And then he finishes it up with an adjustment and with a real strong catch. He gets the hands out there. He just does not bobble the ball. He sucks up the ball as it approaches him. He really, just accepts it well. And that's a strong catch. And it is 55 seconds left. Sharp.
75 yards. And twice, Elway connected with Anthony Miller for touchdowns.
Up, fires it long to the end zone. Touchdown, Anthony Miller!
Ed McCaffrey's outstanding catch on a two-point conversion added to this convincing victory.
Pass to the end zone. McCaffrey's got it. McCaffrey with a great one.
Football. 6-zip Bronx in the second. John Elway able to step up all night, steps up in the pocket to Anthony Miller. They connect 33 yards in the score. Elway would get his revenge. This is the way you're supposed to do it. Again, able to step up and fire into the Denver night he does to Anthony Miller in the end zone. 24-0.
By the players as I did Monday night watching that game.
First and goal. The full 10 yards to go. Sharp for the touchdown.
Instead of throwing the ball in. Yeah, he is not looking down the field right now. John Elway's looking underneath, and that's not what we're used to seeing from him.
Well, that's motion on Davis. He was going forward. And that'll nullify that game to Shannon Sharp all the way to the 39-yard line. But the cheering is false praise at the moment as Brian Washington and Shannon Sharp discuss tonight's Game 2 of the World Series.
Nick, I'll tell you this. The bad thing is they're going to switch balls at halftime. They bring out new ones. But as a quarterback, it's much better once they get soaking wet. Then you can somewhat cram them and throw them.
Dance Johnson, the catch is good, but it's at the end of the half. Final second is ticked away. So John Elway and the Broncos will go into the locker room where how can I get a decent grip and throw the ball full, trying to stop Neil Smith. Second and 18. Elway, Smith chasing him. So is Traylor. Gets it to Vance Johnson, the veteran of the Three Amigos, with a catch on the sidelines and a first down.
Confident. The last three games have played a little better, but Denver piling up the yards here today. Second and goal at the 1. Play fake to Davis in the end zone. Touchdown, Aaron Craver. I tell you, there's word that he's going to come up to the booth, Oh, yes. Second and 1, play fake. Elway looks to throw. Way downtown, wide open. Touchdown, Anthony Miller. Shanahan and the Broncos, they've been hitting the Cardinals with that left hook all game long in the form of that run and the play action. Anthony Miller's just going to drag all the way across the field.
And as a DB, you cannot underestimate the arm of John Elway. You see that stick move, that's what got Aeneas Williams. Now, Aeneas is not 100% healthy, but that stick move was great.
3 wins in a row going into that game today.
Reed!
Play fake. Elway wide open across the middle, and making the catch is Vance Johnson, who's been on the receiving end of more John Elway touchdown passes than any receiver in Bronco history.
Runs all over the field. It's just that you have to use 2 people to block it. So you got 1 less to block anywhere else.
Elway to the end zone. McCaffrey rolls in. Touchdown. Elway, his 3rd touchdown pass today. He's found Kramer, Miller, and now McCaffrey.
That ties for 4th best in the NFL. And rookie Bobby Taylor has won the job at right corner. He's shown some good cover skills and has a bright future. 2nd and 2 after the pass to Sharp. Elway with play action. All day. Throws deep. Miller, touchdown. What an answer for the Denver Broncos. 3 plays, bang.
And Ray Roach told us yesterday, Mike, the one thing that he fears more than anything is when John Elway gets to the edge of the formation. He's on the edge with the play action, and Miller just runs all the way across the field. Bobby Taylor and he are in a foot race. I mean, that's all it is. This is a perfectly thrown ball. Bobby Taylor running stride for stride, cannot keep up with Anthony Miller. Look at the time John has. He's just standing still behind the goalpost there. I mean, it's unbelievable.
If John Elway has 8 seconds to throw every pass, he'll throw 20 touchdown passes in this game.
Exactly.
6 yards, the 6th-round draft pick. 7-0 Denver. 2nd Denver possession. Elway from his own end zone. Look at the zing. Oh, what a pass to Shannon Sharp. 39 yards. Elway, Anthony Miller. Breaks a tackle. He's gone. Look at the Jets. 34-0 Denver. 14-0 lead. 8 plays, 109 yards. The Chargers defense on its heels. It wouldn't get any better for San Diego. Elway, Mike Pritchard, 23 yards. Elway from the 4 to Shannon Sharp. 21-0 Denver.
30-yard line, 1st down Denver. Elway again to throw a 1st down. Looks left, comes back right. Has a man wide open. It's Mike Pritchard. And we mentioned Mike Pritchard because he was the last man that Elway saw open before his concussion. So that's the last thing I really remember. And he
The shade, not the win.
And San Diego is offside. This is a free play. Into the end zone, touchdown. Shannon Sharp. Now we'll check out the flags.
Offside on a defense. Penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Well, Charlie, you said it. He's healthy, and he's dangerous.
And 2 when you start doubling the main receivers.
They tried to get Pritchard a bit earlier. Skipped off his hands. He could be the guy now. Yeah, we had somebody leaving early. It looked like outside linebacker Eddie Robinson left early as Anthony Miller outruns the secondary. You talked, Bob Golick, about Chuck Cecil not being able to stay with Anthony Miller. Not many people can. But there are penalty markers down. The Broncos are indicating that it's against Houston.
Offside. Number 50, defense, it's declined. Touchdown is good.
Eddie Robinson, 9 of the 30 head coaches in the NFL are former assistants with the 49ers. Wow, must be a good program out there.
They're doing something right.
Elway stands in. Long arm now, John Elway. He's got Pritchard. And the great move by Pritchard gets him more yards and gets him into the end zone.
Underneath receivers.
And that prevent defense they talk so much about, that prevents a team from winning.
That's right.
They're continuing to attack on defense. Elway goes to the end zone. He has a man. Touchdown to Anthony Miller. It's as pretty as they get. A perfect throw, arcing into the hands of Anthony Miller, who again makes the deep run.
3rd down and 5. 5 on the pattern. Elway slips away, throws, has a man wide open at the 26-yard line. And it's Anthony Miller. Converting on 3rd down and 5. He's going to pick up in the neighborhood of 20 yards. Mark it for 23 yards.
Well, this is an expansion team getting their first John Elway lesson. When you put pressure on Elway and you make him move, you better maintain your pass drops and the exact discipline of your zones, because he's going to find a way to throw that ball all the way back across his body. And
2nd down and 14. Elway to throw. Looking into the sun. Underneath the coverage, pass is complete. Anthony Miller with that great speed. He could score down the line, and he does. And coasts into the end zone. Check, no flag. Matter of fact, we have had no flags thus far in the ballgame. 62 yards on the combination of John Elway to Anthony Miller.
Be quick, I think after the season's over, the Broncos will add a little pad onto his contract with years and money.
Denver, perfect afternoon on 3rd down opportunities. Faking a little handoff. Setting back, has a man open, and he hits it. And it's Ed McCaffrey. Big first down. That was 3rd down and 6.
Feeding off this crowd. They feed off the crowd to the extent, especially offensively, they can make up and be a great deodorant for a pretty bad defense.
2nd down and 6. Elway, 2-step drop, steps away, buys time. Ladder back edge, yes. Shannon Sharp, back edge of the end zone. He had to wait. He's posing for Muscle Magazine.
You know why he does that, Charlie? Because he can. You can make all the excuses.
As soon as the announcement was made.
I don't buy that. That defense hasn't played worth a darn all year long.
Well, from a timing standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
The wheels fell off when the announcement was made. Here's pressure. It's his hot receiver, and it's Jerry Evans. Evans, his first touchdown of the year. Then Milburn is a running back. He has 15 rushes on the year. Elway is a magician.
Look out.
Look at him. He can go deep. Double coverage. Is it caught? 6. Yeah. Whoa, Mike Pritchard. Up. Unbelievable. Elway makes it by buying all of that time.
Do you need a better illustration as to why you never give up on John Elway as a receiver and why you never lose your concentration against an Elway offense when you're a defensive back? This guy has lost a lot of steps, never had many steps. Elway gets away from the rush, and you want to talk about some concentration.
And that arm, the magnificent arm.
It did, and by the way, Mr. Referee, I wouldn't mind if you threw a flag.
4 receivers downfield. Well, he's got it. A pretty good move in the open field. And not a slide, a dive. Oh, the old man can still motor, can't he? He's in his 13th year. He told us.
Elway telling us yesterday, I think we've got a diamond in the rough in Carswell. Graver in motion. Elway on 2nd down. Complete. Touchdown, Miller. 6th consecutive game with a touchdown catch. 13th touchdown of the season. Anthony Miller stays hot with Elway pulling the trigger.
And as we said in the open here, look at this, his 13th touchdown reception, tying the Broncos single season record, which is very old, 1981.
That's before Elway played here.
That's right.
Need to get the football to the 48-yard line to pick up a first down. Movement on the hard count, but no flag. Elway down the middle to Miller. Into Seattle territory at the 36. Timeout again. Eugene Robinson with the stop.
To Pritchard's arm.
Elway disappointed with the throw.
which he felt he left too far short of Pritchard. Selwyn Jones's big mistake was never to look back at the ball.
Right.
Elway sneaks and has the touchdown. And that's a very big touchdown for Denver. A field goal would have left Seattle with a chance to win the game on a touchdown. Now Seattle must score twice.
Second down and 10 for the Broncos at the 27. A pass whizzing over the middle, and Anthony Miller makes a beautiful catch on a deep pattern over the middle at the 4-yard line of Kansas City. That's why he's in the Pro Bowl.
Whoa, what a catch. What work on a fake field goal and extra point.
Second down, goal to go at the 3 for the Broncos. Elway looking right, dumps it late. Mike Pritchard reaches up. He's got a touchdown. Denver won't go away. A touchdown by the Broncos with 12 seconds left to go in the game. Burning Dale Carter 9.5 yards deep in the end zone.
3rd and 15. Good protection this time for Elway. And he finds Rod Smith open at the 23-yard line. First down.
To each other hard until one gives up or drops the football.
Great game, man.
Yeah, it is. I want to play it with you.
Miller, touchdown. Anthony Miller beats Albert Lewis as John Elway records his 25th touchdown pass of the year. That equals Elway's best ever in his 13 years in the NFL.
What a great adjustment by Anthony Miller.
I like his attitude. Elway, master of over 40,000 yards passing, and he hits McCaffrey deep at the 30-yard line. How did that ball get through 2 Raiders?
McCaffrey's hurt. He got hit on the hip. And
3rd and 10. Smith, first down at the 17.
There's a good case in point right there, Dick. Nobody.
Elway underneath. McCaffrey, what a catch! Oh, my!
Bring on the Velcro. I mean, that was some kind of catch.
Dick, as they lined up, I knew they were going to try to run this play, and the Broncos now down 28-20. 28-26, I should say. We'll go for 2, but you could see it coming. Eddie McCaffrey in the slot.
McCaffrey, you won't see him. Better catch than McCaffrey's.
Well, there you see Eddie McCaffrey give a little push to James Trapp, gets a little separation, and look at that one-hand catch right there.
Oh, that is highlight material.
Oh.
I guarantee you they're not eating that chicken tomorrow.
Oh. 2 points to tie for the Broncos.
Quarterback draw, maybe.
It is, and it works. 28 all. What a game to close out this 95 season. 28-28. Sequence engineered by the Duke, John Elway, Ed Material. And how did you know this was going to be a draw?
Well, it's a trademark of John Elway. Even when Dan Reeves was the coach in Denver, get everybody out of the backfield, let the quarterback run the draw, no defensive player there.